everyone, welcome back to another Loyal and Save webinar. Today we'll be going over the Loyal and Save swag shop and how to properly set it up. We'll go through all the settings, set up a mock product, and view how the transaction looks to the customer. If you didn't watch the first webinar on setting up Loyal and Save campaigns and balance types, you can find the recording on goftx.com/webinars. That was the first real introduction to the program where we went over some of the most basic settings. The Loyal and Save swag shop is a really useful tool because it allows you to offer exclusive merchandise to your customers in exchange for their points. Think of it as an online store where you can sell things in addition to what's offered in your physical store. If you're a tobacco retailer, chances are you get a lot of merch and promo items from your vendors. The swag shop is a perfect place for you to put those items to motivate the customers already purchasing those products. It doesn't always have to be vendor merch either. You can simply offer rewards that are your own products, like t-shirts, hats, and other branded items. Not only does it increase your brand awareness, but you get to keep those points circulating in your business. The swag shop is a really unique feature of Loyal and Save because it's the first of its kind on the market. It's like having your very own online store, but with no need for a team of web developers. Plus, customers can shop through the Loyal and Save mobile app, so it makes redeeming rewards a whole lot easier. You don't need to worry about sharing points with other stores either, because the points that are made at your store are only redeemable at your store. No point sharing. So now that you've got a basic understanding of how it works, let's get started. We'll log into Control Center and select the Loyalty tab. You should recognize this view from the last Loyal and Save webinar, except this time we're going to select the Swag Shop tab. Let's start by going over the settings. This opens up to a pretty simple screen with only two options. Think of this as your global swag shop settings, kind of like how we set up our global campaign rules last time, except these only apply to the swag shop. Here we can set the number of swag shop purchases that are allowed in a day, aka the max redemption. We can also set up the max number of points that are allowed per purchase. With Loyal and Save, every 1,000 points is equivalent to $1. This setting is great if you have a limited quantity of merchandise that you want to span over the course of some time, or if you just want to create an exclusive deal. Moving over to the Notifications tab, we can enter the email addresses of the appropriate people to be notified after a swag purchase has been made. You have the option to enter in your fulfillment center's emails, or the people who are going to ship out your products, and you can also enter the emails of your marketing department, or whoever keeps an eye on your loyalty program. This ensures that the shipping process is smooth and seamless, and that everyone who needs to be notified gets correspondence at each stage in the purchasing, shipping, and delivery process. Not a lot to set up here, so let's move on. Now that we have our settings in place, let's go through the process of putting an item in our swag shop. Let's say we have a few Amazon Echoes that we want to offer in our store. How will that look? We'll start by setting up a category group. Think of this as your parent category. You'll see some existing categories here for reference, like apparel, novelty, and tobacco, but let's create a new one. Click Add New in the top right-hand corner, and since we're offering an Amazon Echo, we'll name this category Electronics. Click Save. Now we'll go up a tab and click on Categories. Think of this one as your child category. So that means we'll get a little more specific as to what kind of electronics. Remember how we had apparel as one of our groups? Here you'll see categories like hats and t-shirts that are a little more specific as to what apparel. Clicking that Add New button again, this time we'll name the category Virtual Assistant. You'll see our category group Electronics, and this time with the option to add a description for that category. This part is optional. And then we save our settings. Now that we've got all the backend stuff set up, we're ready to get our product in there. Moving up a tab to Items, we'll click Add New at the top where it brings us to the Create Swag Item screen. Here's where we'll fill out all the defining information of our swag product. First, we'll give it a name. Then we'll select our category and add a couple tags for better and easier visibility. Let's add Tech and Echo. This will better organize the swag view for the Loyal and Save user and make it easier for them to find the exact products they're looking for without having to search for them. Below is where we enter in the point value for our item. What do you think an Amazon Echo is worth in points? Considering every 1,000 points equals 1 Loyal and Save dollar, and Echoes run at retail for about $80, we'll value this at 50,000 points to insinuate a deal. Lastly, just fill out a short and long description of your product to let the user know what you're offering. Don't forget the best part, uploading your product images and selecting the balance type that's redeemable for this product. In our case, the user's default points are able to be used on this product, but if you had campaigns set up that awarded points to different point buckets, you choose those balances here. Now we'll move over to the next tab, Attributes. Attributes can be used if you have variations of the same product, like colors, sizes, or flavors. In our case, we'll set up ours as having 2 different Echo colors. Click the little green button, Add Attribute, and we'll select Color. I set this up beforehand, but if you wanted to add something that isn't on the list, you would just click Add New Attribute from the drop-down menu and enter the name. Next, we'll add the value, or in this case, the different colors. Click the green button, and you'll see a content box and swatch pop up. Name the color offered and pick from the swatch provided. Add another value, and we'll enter the second color we're offering. Don't forget about the inventory options for your item. Here you can enter each attribute's UPC code and how many you have in stock. The override type below doesn't apply to our current product, but say we were selling t-shirts in different sizes. We'd have a set point price for each shirt, but we may want the points to differ for larger or smaller sizes. For example, if you have a small t-shirt in red as a variation, this may have a plus 200 points or minus 200 points from the base price. So, the override types basically modify the set price, increasing the points, decreasing them, or replacing the value in the point override. It's completely optional. One last tab to go over, and that's our options. Here we can set up our max redemptions per day and our max allowed per purchase. Our global settings are the settings we first went over in the beginning of this webinar, which are our default settings. They're here again just in case an item varies from those rules. Below you have the option to toggle the age limit on or off depending on what the item is. For example, if you sell tobacco or vape products, there's no way to legally verify the age of the Loyal and Save user redeeming those points. For best practice, toggling this on can limit tobacco purchases to in-store pickup only so you can verify the purchaser's age. You also have the option to set an expiration. How long do you want the swag product available for? If you only want it available for a limited time, here's where you'd specify that. Alright, it looks like we're all set up, so let's go ahead and click Save. Now your product is available and viewable by all of your loyalty members. Congrats! But once your customers start redeeming for your items, where do they all go? If we go back to the menu and select Shop Purchases, it brings us to a view of all purchased swag items. Here you can view order numbers, the product purchased, how many points were used, the shipping method, and the status of the delivery. By clicking on that little orange truck icon on the right, you can view the package's tracking number and see where it is in transit. Since this is a mock store for webinar purposes, we don't have much to show here. You can also select the blue icon for a more detailed view of the purchase. Clicking this will show the item, any customer info, the shipping method, and point balances. The Shop Purchases tab is a really handy view when you just want to quickly display current and previous orders. Consider this your main hub to keep tabs on where your products are at. Well, we've gone over all of our settings and created our product in the swag shop. Now let's see what it looks like for the user. The swag shop is available on Android and Apple devices as well as online. Users can download the app on their phone or visit loyalandsave.com to shop for the products you offer. Since each store and their points are kept completely separate, each individual merchant's swag shop is located within their storefront on Loyal and Save. When users log in, they find your storefront to browse your swag shop. They can only use the points earned at your store for products in your shop. As a user browses products they want to purchase, all they have to do is click Purchase Now. This will bring them to a menu where they have the ability to choose their delivery method. Again, depending on how you set up the item, they may only have the option to pick up in store. Others may only be able to be shipped. If both are available, then the user must select which method they prefer. Customers also have the option to gift items to a particular friend. Gifts can only be given to other Loyal and Save users on that person's friends list. Once an item has been gifted, the person receiving the gift has the option to accept and then enter the shipping info where the item is to be sent to. Once the order is completed and a delivery method is selected, it'll show up in your Shop Purchases tab. Each person on that email list that we set up earlier, like your fulfillment center and marketing department, will get an email notification each step of the way. Your customer will also get an email when it's been purchased, out for delivery, and when it's been delivered or ready to be picked up. Everyone is notified and the process is practically seamless. Well, there you have it, the Loyal and Save swag shop in a nutshell. We've gone over all the settings, set up an item, and went over how purchasing works. If you have any questions about how to best utilize your Loyal and Save program, you can always email us at info@goftx.com. Thanks for watching.